These headlines keep screaming across social media and YouTube that Marty Lagina finally confirmed a $300 million treasure vault hidden deep beneath Oak Island. But here's what actually happened, and why the real story beats any clickbait you'll see. The Oak Island mystery has captivated treasure hunters for over 2 centuries, and the Lagina brothers have spent 13 seasons on television chasing what might be the most elusive treasure in history. While sensationalized headlines claim they've struck it rich, the truth reveals something much more intriguing about human obsession, scientific discovery, and the price we pay for our dreams. Let's start with what we know for certain. In the summer of 1795, a teenager named Daniel McGinnis was exploring Oak Island off the coast of Nova Scotia when he spotted something unusual, a depression in the ground beneath an oak tree. Local legends whispered about pirates burying treasure in a tree, and McGinnis was convinced he'd found Captain Kidd's lost fortune. What McGinnis discovered when he started digging defied explanation. At 10 feet down, he hit a layer of oak logs laid flat across the shaft. Another 10 feet revealed more logs. Every 10 feet brought the same pattern, carefully constructed wooden platforms that screamed human engineering on a massive scale. By 30 feet, McGinnis and his companions realized they might be dealing with something far more sophisticated than a simple pirate cache. This original excavation became known as the Money Pit, and it established a pattern that would repeat for the next 2 centuries. Initial excitement, followed by flooding, cave-ins, and crushing disappointment. The pit seemed almost designed to thwart treasure hunters, flooding whenever they approached significant depths. Fast forward to 2006, when 2 brothers from Michigan decided to chase their childhood dreams. Rick Lagina, a retired postal worker, had been obsessed with Oak Island since reading about it in Reader's Digest at age 11. His younger brother Marty, a successful energy entrepreneur who'd sold his natural gas company for $60 million, had the resources to fund their adventure. The Laginas purchased a 50% stake in Oak Island Tours Incorporated, the company that owns the island, and began what would become the most documented treasure hunt in history. By 2014, their efforts were chronicled in the History Channel's The Curse of Oak Island, transforming their personal quest into a global phenomenon. Here's where the numbers become staggering. Since the first recorded treasure hunt in 1795, an estimated $20 to $50 million has been spent digging on Oak Island. The Lagina brothers alone have invested millions of their personal fortune, while production costs for their television show likely exceed $10 to $15 million annually. Marty Lagina's net worth, estimated between $60 and $100 million, makes this expensive hobby financially viable. Rick's more modest $10 million net worth comes primarily from their television success. Together, Celebrity Net Worth values the brothers at over $110 million, making their Oak Island obsession possible, if not necessarily profitable. The irony becomes crystal clear when you consider what they're actually hunting. While treasure estimates vary wildly, the most credible assessments suggest any buried fortune would be worth around $2.5 million. A fraction of what's already been spent searching for it. The Laginas have essentially created a treasure hunt where the cost of searching far exceeds the potential reward. But the financial mathematics only tell part of the story. Oak Island has claimed lives throughout its history, giving birth to the legend that 7 men must die before the treasure is revealed. Official records document at least 6 deaths, including a tragic 1959 incident where Robert Ristall and 3 companions died from toxic gases in one of their excavation shafts. The curse element adds psychological weight to an already mysterious situation. Are the deaths coincidental? Or does Oak Island harbor some darker secret that protects whatever lies beneath? Skeptics point to natural explanations. etc. The island sits on a complex geological system where water-filled limestone cavities create natural flooding and gas pockets that could explain both the persistent flooding and the fatal gas incidents. Scientific analysis has added intriguing layers to the mystery. Ground-penetrating radar has detected cavities and anomalies deep underground. Water samples from various locations show traces of gold and silver, suggesting metallic objects somewhere in the island's depths. Recent excavations have uncovered artifacts spanning centuries, Spanish coins, lead crosses, and parchment fragments that hint at significant historical activity. Season after season, the Lagina team employs increasingly sophisticated technology. Thermal imaging, electromagnetic surveys, and precision drilling create detailed underground maps. They've identified areas with promising names like Baby Blob and the Offset Chamber, locations where instruments detect metallic signatures or structural anomalies. Yet, despite 13 seasons of television and decades of scientific investigation, no definitive treasure vault has been confirmed. The $300 million discovery announced in clickbait headlines simply doesn't exist. No credible news source, official statement, or verified report supports such a claim. What the Laginas have actually found tells a different story, one perhaps more valuable than gold. Their systematic approach has revolutionized treasure hunting, replacing random digging with scientific methodology. They've uncovered genuine historical artifacts that illuminate centuries of human activity on Oak Island, from indigenous peoples to European settlers to mysterious groups with unknown purposes. The religious artifacts discovered in recent seasons suggest Oak Island may have served spiritual or ceremonial purposes. Lead crosses bearing Templar-style markings fuel theories about medieval knights hiding sacred relics. Parchment fragments hint at document storage, leading to speculation about everything from Shakespearean manuscripts to Masonic archives. These discoveries raise profound questions about Oak Island's true nature. Was it a treasure repository, a religious sanctuary, a colonial industrial site, or something else entirely? The accumulating evidence suggests multiple groups used the island across different historical periods, each leaving traces of their presence. The psychological aspect of the Oak Island mystery proves equally fascinating. Why do intelligent, successful people invest fortunes in a treasure hunt with such poor odds? The Laginas represent a phenomenon where rational business minds suspend normal cost-benefit analysis in pursuit of something beyond monetary reward. Rick Lagina captured this sentiment perfectly when he said the real core of the Oak Island story is who, why, when, where, and how. Their quest transcends treasure hunting. It's become an investigation into human history, technological innovation, and the mysteries that shaped our past. The production itself has created a new form of entertainment that blends scientific investigation with adventure storytelling. Millions of viewers follow each season, invested in discoveries that might never yield traditional treasure, but consistently reveal fascinating historical details. Critics argue the show deliberately drags out the mystery for ratings, transforming a genuine investigation into manufactured suspense. Yet the Lagina's commitment appears genuine. They continue investing personal resources beyond what television revenue alone would justify. As season 13 continues, the pattern remains consistent. Tantalizing clues, sophisticated technology, incremental discoveries, and persistent hope. The team has identified new areas of interest, detected fresh anomalies, and maintains optimism about ultimate success. Whether Oak Island actually contains buried treasure remains unknown. What's certain is that the search itself has created something valuable. A systematic investigation that's advanced treasure hunting technology, entertained millions of viewers, and demonstrated how human curiosity can sustain itself across generations. The real treasure of Oak Island might not be gold or silver hidden underground, but the remarkable human story playing out above ground. It's a testament to persistence, curiosity, and our endless fascination with unsolved mysteries. And that story continues to unfold, one carefully planned excavation at a time.